this is one of the most rare and exciting species in our collections. This is a Wollemia pine, and the story behind this beautiful tree is that it was thought to be extinct. And it was thought to be extinct, to have been extinct for tens of millions of years, and until it was rediscovered. Discovered by a botanist travelling in New South Wales in Australia, who discovered a tree and he didn't know what it was. And this turned out to be one of just 100 or so individuals in a single isolated valley, a wet area amidst the dry eucalypts, and it was all that was left. We call this a living fossil, only known from the fossil record, and now alive and kicking in our glass houses here at the University Gardens in Bergen. So these 6 plants that we have here are part of an international campaign to save the Wollemia pine from extinction. These 100 or so remaining individuals are open to all of the dangers that you expect for a small group of plants living in an extreme environment. And the wildfires that went through Australia in previous years very nearly were the end for this last population, and this of course mustn't be allowed to happen. And the Wollemia pine had already, shortly after it had been rediscovered, had been distributed amongst out into the Botanic Gardens and to the public as a whole, as an effort to keep it safe outside its natural range, what we'd call ex situ conservation. But what we have here is the next stage in the conservation of this species, because you can't just keep a single clone, a single identical individual of a plant and expect it to survive into an uncertain future. You need to keep as much of the genetic diversity of the remaining population as you possibly can. And this 6 represents, as best we can know, the full genetic diversity of this population, and it is matched by 6 other plants in different combinations in 20 or 30 other botanic gardens across the world in what's known as a meta-collection, a collection of collections. And by doing so, this collection is unique, but it is backed up in a whole bunch of other gardens, so that not only are we keeping one safe, but every other garden is keeping these different individuals safe too. What you can see here very clearly is 1 year's growth in the branch, and this we can actually track back several years. So here's another one, 1 year here, another year here. The leaves get from short to longer to shorter again. Tracking it back, we can see the age of the individual branches, and from that the age of the tree from that. What you can't see here, because the trees are too small, is that unlike most other conifers, and this is a conifer from the family Araucariaceae, which is the monkey puzzle family. It's related to the monkey puzzles that grow around Bergen. What you don't see here is that it has the ability to re-sprout from its stem. And that's kind of a remarkable thing. These leaf buds lurk underneath the surface and dormant, and when it gets to a certain size, they can sprout up from the base, and from that we can propagate new trees. The consequence of that is that the large trees that you find in the wild, and these go up to about 40 meters tall, and we can't know actually how old those trees are at all, because they will have re-sprouted over many generations, and each new stem effectively produces a new tree, genetically identical but youthful again, which can grow for a full lifespan until it is replaced by further stems. And that's what made it so important to find the genetic diversity of all of the trees and to really target which ones that we preserve in conservation.